I'm about to take you on a tutorial on mathematics. Before we commence, we will first of all learn our foundation, because in order to understand mathematics, you must have the foundational basis. The reason why mathematics seems hard is because the foundation, or the work in which you're learning, your foundation is not strong. I'll be going with Understanding Mathematics 5. Yes, because I'm just trying us to start from primary school level, which is, this now is for 5, which is still primary school level, by Maria and David-Osuagwu. Yes, this is what we'll be working on. After we learn this, we will now we'll move up to logarithm, indices, differentials, and we'll keep on going up. Now, to start your mathematics, you must understand your arithmetic signs. A lot of people can maybe use another sign for another sign, and that is where it's from. So, using David-Osuagwu as well, I'll be using this textbook as well, which is National Common Entrance Examination. Using David-Osuagwu, you would see the arithmetical signs there, the plus sign, minus, sign of multiplication, sign of equality, sign of proportion, sign of square root, cube root, degree, therefore. We'll be starting with notation of place values. Before we move up to the bigger kind of solving, it's better to know how you place your numbers. For example, if I was to give 1000 now, the way it's written now, in place value, this will not be correct, because it would be better if you write 1000 this way. Yes, but due to some countries are using the comma sign as their decimal point, this has now become, yes, understand? Some parts still use the comma sign. Due to some countries are using this as their decimal point, we have now saying the decimal point. I mean, some countries are using, instead of writing 1.36, they would write 1.36, and this would be the decimal point. So this has evolved, and now people are saying, or the textbook, most textbook you go to when they're writing, they would write it this way. When you say 1000, the unit 1, then the other hundreds, they'll give a little bit of space between them before they write the hundreds. Now you might be asking, why am I talking about place value? The place value, tens, hundreds, thousand, million, and so forth, is for you to understand that this and this are not the same. This is not the same. So when you're writing it in context, for someone else to understand exactly what you have written, you need to write it in a way it's understandable. Mathematics is a universal language. It should be understandable just by looking at it. There should be steps to be followed. So, for example, if I said going in thousands, and I write 1000, going in thousands, the next thing that's supposed to come into your mind immediately, or any other person, is what? 2000. The same, 3000, 4000, like that. If I write 500 and say increasing by 500, if I write 500 and said increasing by 500, the next thing in your mind is what? 1000. You keep on adding, which is why I said plus, minus, multiplication, division. All this are very important in mathematics. This is the foundation on which mathematics stands. If you do not understand this sign very well, or this sign, the principle in which they work, you will not understand exactly what you're even solving as you keep on going further. Because as you keep going further, it will start with 3 plus 2 is equal to, it would move on to 4 divided by, make it divided by 2 equal to, you know the answer, 2. You keep on going forward. It will reach a time where it will now be, you have 3 plus 2 minus 7 is equal to, and you'll be like, what? You're having 2 arithmetic signs there. It will keep going further, and before you know it, you're lost. You're wondering exactly, when did we reach there? When did we start getting out this? That's because what? The foundation is not strong. You need to start from the basics. You need to go back, calm down, go back. There is no shame in admitting you do not know something. You need to go back. You need to start from the beginning, from the scratch if possible. Understand your arithmetic signs very well. We'll move up. I would love to teach you about the sign rule, which by plus, multiply plus is equal to this whole sign rule. We'll get there. We'll reach Bodmer's logarithm. But for this, I just want to start with exercising and reminding us of our notations and place values. So you don't get confused when maybe in the book it's looking like the thing is 2 space. You're wondering, is it just a 9 or is the 900 falling behind it something? Yes, it's falling behind it. That's how most textbooks will write it. We need to understand the numbers in which we're working with. We need to understand our signs in which we're going to use to solve those problems. And mathematics will become much more simpler And hello, welcome to tutorial with 180. I'll be teaching you more as we go on.